This founder from Arunachal Pradesh has inspired people who are struggling with substance abuse to become tea farmers. And then there's also this startup founder from the state who launched India's first organic kiwi wine. And then there's also this husband-wife founder duo who are 3D printing animal parts to preserve Arunachal Pradesh's wildlife and its culture. And these are just a couple of the incredible Arunachal Pradesh startups that we're going to be talking about in today's video. And so without further ado, I'm Caleb Friesen, and this is Startup Subcontinent from Backstage with Millionaires. Let's dive in. To kick things off, we're gonna make our way over to Wakro village to meet the first company in this video, Wakro Organic Green Tea. Back in 2009, Basamlu Krisikro's grandmother was diagnosed with lung cancer. And after a successful surgery, doctors advised her grandmother to drink organic green tea regularly. But there was a problem. Basamlu had to travel nearly 100 kilometers to Lower Dibang Valley just to get organic green tea, which was far from convenient. And so to make things easier, Basamlu started growing organic green tea right in her own backyard. And at the time, many local people thought that she was making a mistake. They said that she could use her land to grow opium instead, which was way more common in the region and would have fetched 4 times the money. But Basamlu's determination paid off, because not only did she start selling her tea across Arunachal Pradesh, but orders started coming in from other countries too, like Canada, Australia, the United States, Japan, and Germany. And now she has her own tea brand, Wakro Organic Green Tea, but the impact hasn't stopped there, because as other people have seen her success, they've started growing tea instead of opium, earning her the nickname Tea Lady in the region. Basamlu is selling organic green tea, but she's not the only one in the state building a startup around organic. This next startup from Zero Valley is using organic kiwis to make wine. Founded in 2017 by Tage Rita and her husband Takhe Tamo, Naara Aaba is creating organic wine from locally grown fruits like kiwi, plum, and pear. And according to multiple news reports, they are the first to use organic kiwi to make wine in all of India. Their journey began when Tage noticed that while kiwi was grown in abundance in the region, farmers were struggling to get fair prices, often leaving their harvest to rot. And seeing that happen, this husband-wife founder duo decided to launch Naara Aaba to help kiwi farmers earn a steady income while building a business that showcases the unique flavors of Arunachal Pradesh. And they even appeared on Shark Tank India Season 2, where they secured 75 lakh rupees from Sugar Cosmetics founder Vinita Singh and Hapilio's founder Vikas Nahar, 50 lakh rupees of which were raised in exchange for 5% equity, and another 25 lakh rupees came in the form of debt. So far, the company has sold more than 3 lakh bottles of their wine across Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, and Meghalaya. Now let's travel 90 kilometers from Zero Valley to a small village called Nyorch to meet our next startup, Arunachal Ivory and Ornaments. Founded in 2023 by Nana and Nabambapu, this startup is dedicated to preserving the cultural heritage of Arunachal Pradesh's tribes while also protecting its wildlife. See, Arunachal Pradesh is home to 26 major tribes, and according to Nabam, for each person fully dressed in traditional attire, up to 5 animals need to be killed. And this includes endangered species like the great Indian hornbill, clouded leopard, and even tigers. This realization hit Nabam and Lika hard, and they knew that they needed a solution that would let these tribes honor their traditions without harming any animals. And so after 2 years of research, they found their answer, which was 3D printed hyper-realistic replicas of these animal parts. They launched their first product in June of 2023, and by the end of FY24, Arunachal Ivory and Ornaments had sold over 1,000 products, bringing in 15 lakh rupees in revenue. And the startup received some recognition in August of 2024 when Prime Minister Narendra Modi recognized their work on his radio show for their sustainable approach to preserving both culture and wildlife. For our next startup, let's take a 300-kilometer journey to Changlang. Founded in 2017 by Nina Lego and Rakesh Engti, House of Macnok is all about preserving and promoting the indigenous crafts of Arunachal Pradesh. Growing up in the state, Nina witnessed the slow decline of traditional craftsmanship as younger generations began moving away from age-old practices. Determined to slow this decline, she co-founded House of Macnok, a brand creating unique jewelry and accessories that beautifully blend traditional techniques with modern design. And Nina has said that the tough geographical terrain of the region has made it difficult to scale operations, but despite these obstacles, House of Macnok has sold over 10,000 handmade jewelry pieces and accessories, and they're now on track to close FY25 with 75 lakh rupees in revenue. So while House of Macnok is all about preserving indigenous arts and crafts, this next company family from Dambuk is on a mission to revive lost indigenous crops from Arunachal Pradesh. Founded in 2022 by Dimom Perten, Gepo Aali's inspiration came from Dimom's grandmother, who started craving specific local foods that she used to consume while growing up. But when Dimom looked around, she realized that these crops had nearly disappeared because without demand, people had simply stopped growing them. Determined to bring back these flavors and preserve their cultural significance, Dimom launched Gepo Aali with the focus on reviving indigenous crops, starting with Adlai millet, one of her grandmother's favorites. She began organizing workshops to raise awareness about the importance of these local crops and partnered with the Arunachal Pradesh Rural Livelihood Mission to distribute seeds for free to farmers. And when they sold their first batch of Adlai millet in Arunachal Pradesh, it sold out in a single day. And Gepo Aali's impact hasn't gone unnoticed. They were one of the winners of UNDP's Youth Code 2223 initiative for their work in preserving local biodiversity. Now, Gepo Aali is setting its sights on expanding and bringing these indigenous crops to markets beyond Arunachal Pradesh. Now, speaking of food, this next startup from the Har Lagoon launched a food delivery platform in Arunachal Pradesh before Zomato and Swiggy. Founded in 2019 by Langku Tangam, APeats created a single platform for ordering foods from local restaurants, and today APeats has expanded its reach across 6 cities in the state, making it easier for their customers to access their favorite foods. APeats is doing thousands of orders every single month, and despite being fully bootstrapped, the company has big plans. They're now aiming on expanding across the entire northeastern region of India. Okay, now let's head over to Namsai to meet our next company. This startup is called Namsai Organic Spices and Agricultural Products Producer, or NOSAAP, and this company is empowering farmers to increase their income by establishing local processing units. These units allow farmers to create and sell value-added products like turmeric, ginger, rice, and mustard, helping them to get better prices for their crops. And with more than 575 farmers from the Namsai district alone, NOSAAP has become an important player in the local agricultural community. However, the journey hasn't been easy. For the first 3 years of the company, funding was limited, and they relied on small contributions from the farmers themselves to keep operations going. But their turning point came in 2020 when they received significant support under the S40 scheme with the Ministry of MSME, which allowed them to establish fully operational processing units. By the end of FY24, NOSAAP had reached 1.14 crore rupees in revenue, and now they're expecting to cross 2 crore rupees in FY25. Alright, now let's make our way over to the capital city of Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, to meet the first online travel company in the entire state, ItaMoto Travel. Founded by Linka Markia and Omang Badi in 2020, ItaMoto offers online booking of cabs, flights, trains, along with hotels and homestays. They're even offering curated tour packages for their customers in Arunachal Pradesh, and so far, ItaMoto has more than 350 driver partners, over 100 homestays and hotels, and they've served 15,000 customers on their platform. The company clocked 34 lakh rupees in revenue in FY24, and they're on their way to reaching 50 lakh rupees by the end of this financial year. Now, while ItaMoto Travel is focused on online travel bookings, this next startup from the Har Lagoon is trying to make sure that you have enough fuel in your tank to travel in the first place. Founded in 2023 by Hatade and Siddharth Matav, Alien Versions is all about creating innovative tech products. Their flagship product is called Fuel ID, which is a smart fuel cap that shows you exactly how much fuel is actually going into your vehicle. According to the founders, India uses about 53 crore liters of petrol every single day, but they estimate that 30 to 35% of this petrol might not actually be reaching vehicles due to fuel scams. Now, Vinita Singh did question this statistic during their pitch on Shark Tank India Season 3, where the founders ended up asking for 50 lakh rupees in exchange for 5% equity, valuing the company at 10 crore rupees. And while they weren't able to raise any capital from the sharks, the founders are determined to solve this problem, and they're taking pre-orders for Fuel ID on their website to help bring transparency to fuel consumption for drivers in India. And finally, let's make our way over to Dirang Valley to meet the last company in this video, Norphel Winery. While Naara Aaba may have been the first to produce kiwi wine in Arunachal Pradesh, Purpat Siring's connection to kiwis goes way back. His father was one of the earliest people in the state to start planting kiwis commercially, and inspired by his family's roots in kiwi farming, he decided to launch Norphel Winery in 2021, starting with kiwi wine as their flagship product. Initially, Norphel Winery sold their wines only within Arunachal Pradesh, but today they're they're also selling them in Meghalaya and Assam, offering multiple types of fruit wines made exclusively from fruits sourced from Arunachal itself. However, Phorpa did mention that while the fruits do come from within the state, everything else like tanks, filters, bottles, and caps need to be sourced from outside of Arunachal Pradesh, and the companies relied on government subsidies to support their operations, which Phorpa says has been instrumental in helping them to grow. All right, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to find more videos like this one, you can check out the entire Startup Subcontinent playlist in the top right corner of your screen. And in fact, if you want to learn more about Northeast India's startup ecosystem specifically, we've covered more than 70 startups. We've covered every single state from Northeast, all of the 7 sisters. So if you want to go check that out, again, the playlist is right up here. I would definitely recommend it. But either way, I'm Caleb Friesen, and this has been Startup Subcontinent from Backstage with Millionaires. I'll catch you in the next one.